Blessings, greetings, and peace to everyone. I want to thank you for tuning in to my Aisha Speaks Jade Facebook page, where I am none other than Aisha, affectionately known as Jade. I hope everyone had an awesome day today, or wherever you are, local or globally. This evening, I would like to speak to you on 5 ways to stop skipping the hard questions of entrepreneurship. And this is a makeup live audio for Sunday, November the 25th, 2018. Again, 5 ways to stop skipping the hard questions of entrepreneurship. And hopefully you guys can hear me. After I'm done, the replay will be available to listen to. I'm going to check to make sure that everything is good and that you guys can hear me. Most of the time you don't leave a comment, but so hopefully I'm guessing, yes, when I check back, I can hear myself loud and clear. So being passionate is human nature, particularly when you're running your own business. But when that excitement takes the reins, something that routinely happens, for instance, when billionaire Elon Musk hops on Twitter, problems can result. In the past 2 months alone, Musk's musings have led to his removal as chairman of Telsa Inc. in a lawsuit for slander. So when you first have the inkling of a great idea, you've likely done little in the way of research. Is anybody else working to solve this same problem? Who might find this idea appealing and why? Do you have the right skills to bring this idea to fruition? Depending on your goals, the company implementing that idea could be up and running within 2 months or take as long as a year. After considering factors like that one, you'll have a solid idea of whether yours is a good project or simply a nice dream. So for many first-time entrepreneurs, fail to trust facts before feelings. But that can be a mistake. Entrepreneurs are typically driven self-starters who want to trust that they can handle whatever comes their way. Well, that isn't always the case. So when feelings overcome facts. So, for instance, in the earlier days, this person had incubated a startup enterprise called Moblisso. They had created it to streamline the self-checkout process for mobile commerce. The product meant consumers would no longer have to repeatedly fill out the same checkout information, even if they delayed their purchase only by minutes. The concept had traction and interest, but they were feature creeping. They continually added new features without testing them. They had only a limited budget and were overexcited about the runway that they had already had to get their platform to the market. So they didn't take the necessary precautions. So as a result of that, their platform turned out to be a convoluted mess, a hot mess. Their business model wasn't focused on solving their clients' most significant pain point. So they had to branch off from Moblisso. So to prevent your strong feelings from leading your vision astray, start with these 5 steps. And the first step is keep your passion in check. Embrace your excitement, then temper your expectations before you go off the rails. Start with what I like to call a passion check. You might feel strongly about something right now, but stop to ask yourself whether you'll feel the same way tomorrow. You might feel optimistic about that first question, but the second one should truly be telling. Will I be as passionate about this idea 5 years from tomorrow? If that question causes you any hesitation, your concept may not be the right fit. Without an enduring passion, you're not going to dig deeper. Wake up earlier, stay up later, and outpace someone else with a similar idea. In a study that involved Yale and Stanford, among other institutions, researchers found that study subjects quickly lost interest in a subject where they were forced to learn more, even when they had initially been intrigued. So what's the message? If you don't have a wealth of passion, you don't have a business. I'm going to say that again. If you don't have a wealth of passion, you don't have a business. The second one would be conduct a competitive analysis. So once you've checked your own enthusiasm, it's time to see what the marketplace is all about. Search for your idea on Google to see who's already doing something similar. Browse various app stores to do the same. Don't be afraid of overdoing it with research. There's no such thing. So, for instance, when Mo Bindi and Jeff Spector, who are the co-founders of the hiring startup Carrot, conducted research on the interview process software engineers go through, they took a 6-month trip around the United States. They also participated in numerous interviews to find opportunities for their company. You might not have the ability to conduct an analysis that's exhaustive, but you should at least look around to see who else is operating in this space. The next one would be create a rough prototype. If your research determines that the competition is not satisfying market needs or that your idea is not different enough, then it's time to build a rapid prototype. Quickly sketch out your idea and then create something that you can test. It doesn't have to be overly complex. Girlboss, for example, built a rapid prototype of its professional social networking site by using a Facebook group. To craft your own rapid prototype, identify your target market. Who will ideally buy your product or service? Why will these people want it? Who are they? And why would they talk to you? Will your product make the businesses they run more productive? The answers to these questions should help your prototype take form. Next, we have solve consumer pain points. So after you've conducted an analysis and created a mock-up prototype, reach out to folks in your network via surveys and cold calls. This will enable you to fully test your user experience. Then, evaluate feedback you're getting. Do these people like it? Alternatively, do they have issues with your design or the principles of the product? So we as business leaders, you must do everything you can to ensure you're solving problems for your customers or you won't succeed. In fact, according to CB Insights, famous post-mortems, 42% of failed startups looked at didn't work out because they didn't help others by solving a market need. And lastly, go back to the drawing board. So nail down those pain points and then go back to the drawing board. Do this about 2 or 3 times to ensure you feel comfortable enough to move forward to a fully featured prototype. Once you have that prototype, develop a software stack to take to market. Even large companies such as Nike are investing in ways to get to market faster. Spend as little money and time as possible and embrace lean UX principles to test your hypothesis in the marketplace. Build something simple that people can download and use right away. At this point, don't worry about your pricing. Focus on onboarding users and getting feedback in the form of data. That way, you can refine your product further before investing the time and energy to scale it. Excuse me. When it comes to researching and preparing your business, there are no shortcuts. Any attempts to avoid the hard work of building a company can lead you down the same path that others have taken. Adding a seemingly endless array of features until you determine that any further features will no longer be useful to your customer base. So certainly, it's great to be excited about your business idea. You should be. But don't get so excited that you forget why you're working on the product in the first place, which is to solve problems for your target audience. So I hope that was, of course, and as always, interesting and that it resonated with you. And perhaps some of these tools you can apply in your business to make it better. Hopefully you will. You'll take it into some consideration. And as always, I welcome feedback, suggestions, ideas, recommendations. So if you have something personally that you have experienced in regards to making your business better so that it can be beneficial to those that, to consumers that, will be like, okay, I'm interested in that product or service that he or she offers, definitely leave a comment. I love feedback. I love dialogue. We can certainly grow and learn together if that's something that some of you guys may be interested in. So I would like to invite everyone to my social media platforms. I am on, of course, Facebook, where I'm at right now, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I have a YouTube channel. And you can find me on all under Aisha Speaks Jade. Aisha Speaks Jade. You can find me on my social media. Again, is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and my YouTube channel, which you can go to and subscribe and hit the notification bell for all and any updates. Make sure that you like my other pages as well and support and share. Again, it is Aisha Speaks Jade. I want you guys to make sure that you always, every day, do a little bit of self-care. Use your self-care toolbox, whatever that looks like for you, because we all have different self-care toolbox and what we want to accomplish in that. So make sure you use it. Make sure to also take care of the top of your head to the soles of your feet, which is the crown of your head, again to the soles of your feet. Create your happiness. Create your vision. Create your greatness. Know your worth. Know your value. Respect, like, and love yourself. I hope that all of you have an amazing evening or wherever you are. I'm sending out positive vibes and great energy. Always make sure to be appreciative, blessed, humble, and thankful. And with that being said, namaste and ashe. Be good to yourself. Peace.